The plank is a genuinely essential exercise intended to sharpen your center strength and adjustment. The plank is normally utilized by mentors and competitors as an incredible standard for how to move toward individual center exercise programs. The key viewpoint is to keep your body heel to bear as straight as could really be expected. I generally center around advancing my customers through different structures and have a request I attempt to put them through. What I have amassed here in plummeting requests from simplest to generally troublesome in that movement. There are shockingly a few assortments, so on the off chance that you have the board as a feature of your exercise and might want to change up, here's in a real sense 12 different ways to do precisely that, a consummately adjusted 7-day stretch of exercises. 1. Forearm plank. Here it is the most essential type of a board. For this rundown, I'm utilizing boards explicitly on lower arms rather than being on your hands. The explanation being is the changing of the point. Being all the more level makes it more troublesome as more weight is moved over your center and less over your legs. Not completely aiming to rash me, you need to ensure your body frames a straight line from heel to bear. 2. Side plank shifting. To get your obliques a touch more included, attempt the side plank. Start on your side with your lower arm on the ground. Attempt to by and by keep your body heel to bear as straight as could be expected and hold it. Try to hit each side. On the off chance that you can do this without issue and wish to test yourself, shift from a side plank on one side to front lower arm plank and into a side plank on the opposite side. 3. Arrive at plank. On the off chance that you believe you have or wish to have solid shoulders, the reach plank is for you. Test your equilibrium first by beginning in a forearm plank and lift one arm forward out before you. In the event that this is simple, utilize a hand weight. In case you're utilizing free weights, start low to check your equilibrium and increment weight from that point. 4. Plank wiper. This will require some sort of article that permits you to effortlessly slide along the floor. Here at Experience Fitness, we have lightweight flyers accessible to utilize. In case you're doing these at home, a similar idea can be cultivated with a paper plate. Start in a plank with a lightweight flyer on one foot, swing your leg out aside, envision a windshield wiper and back to its unique position. Make a point to attempt to keep the remainder of your body straight. 5. Plank jacks. All the center settling of a plank and all the cardio of a jumping jack, the plank jack is an extraordinary method to include the center in your cardio routine and keep your pulse up. Start in a standard plank and with a little leap, move your feet in and out like you would for a jumping jack. 6. Side plank leg raise. Presently, we're beginning to get into the troublesome scope of plank varieties. In the event that you find that your offset approves of a side plank, this will truly scrutinize it and get your contrary sideways included significantly more. Start in a side plank and gradually raise your advantage and lower it back down. The objective is to have a little wobble as could really be expected. Control is critical. 7. Plank up. On the off chance that you're searching for a decent abdominal muscle practice for your arm day, fortunate number 7 for you. You'll discover this hits your center somewhat harder than your arms. However, on the off chance that your arms are as of now drained, this may very well debilitate them, so save them for the end. Start in a forearm plank, shift only marginally onto one side and stretch out your arm to put your palm on the ground. Shift your weight onto the now expanded arm side and bring your contrary arm up to a similar position. Cautiously, bring the main arm back onto your lower arm and follow with the inverse rehesh for either how frequently you go, both all over or time. Your decision. 8. Sliding plank crunch. This will likewise require a lightweight plane, yet only one, except if you wish to substitute every rep. It's an extraordinary utilization of lower abs and obliques focusing on a particular side. Start in the forearm plank position and as an afterthought that has the lightweight flyer, you need to bring your knee up and somewhat to the outside as far up as you believe you can and afterward back to the forearm plank position. I wouldn't propose presenting them straight as this would make your knees rub against the floor. 9. Plank crunch. Presently they are going to begin to get hard and require great equilibrium to execute. The plank crunch, since lightweight flyer will be a lot harder than its archetype. Start in the forearm plank, shift your weight onto one side and lift both your knee and arm off the ground. Contact your knee to your elbow and spot them back in position. Attempt to take this one sluggish since, supposing that you go excessively quick, you may wind up falling back. It will not be far, yet at the same time. 10. Plank switch. This one is a lot harder than it looks, confides in me. Start in the forearm plank and shift your weight aside. Lift your arm up and the objective is to point your elbow upright. Try to control yourself back down. Follow it by promptly lifting the contrary arm similarly. Also rehesh. 11. Plank push-up. This one is ideal for an arm day prior to changing to plank ups. This puts undeniably more accentuation on your rear arm muscles. Start in a forearm plank with your palms on the floor. It very well may be ideal to have your elbows tucked down a touch more for this. Now comes the critical step. Push up with your arms as you're doing a push-up until your arms are completely broadened and afterward control yourself back down. 12. Plank pistons. So here it is, the hardest one I have for you today. They are called pistons due to the fast substituting movement required. This will likewise require some adaptability to pull off. In any case, true to form with its trouble, the advantage is vastly improved, using your whole center, upper and lower abs with incredible diagonal activity. Start in the forearm plank position and keeping the 2 feet together, bring them up and to the outside, ensuring your inside leg is to the outside of your hip. This tells you you're going up far enough and bounce back to the beginning position. Then, at that point, do likewise on the opposite side. Rehash. So the writing is on the wall. 12 different ways to work on your center and test your solidarity, soundness, and adaptability in a reformist way. I realize you should be eager to add one if not these to your own exercise. Center is the most awesome aspect of the exercise as I would see it. Along these lines, I will not keep you anymore. There used to be a cultural test called planking, and keeping in mind that was fleeting fortunately, this plank challenge is one that you can use to profit yourself as well as other people.